Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
Not everybody.
But more importantly, two awesome guests, Anthony, Joey, father-son duo, MILF Manor 2. Fellas, thank you for joining us.
My pleasure. Our pleasure. Yeah.
Guys, we've really been watching the reviews. We appreciate it. We've enjoying the hell out of the season, and you guys have been on quite a journey and definitely been heavily featured. So, right off the bat, just thinking about this as an overall experience, how was it going and being on a dating show with your son? I mean, everything from tantric yoga to body painting. I mean, when you think about the experience now, like, how was it?
It was. You want me to start, Joe? I think it was
No, yeah,
good.
go
I
ahead. You
mean,
first. You first.
we almost walked out the first day, and then the producers, everybody were pretty cool. You know, but me and Joe just said, let's make a vacation out of it. That's what we said. Let's have a good time. Let's enjoy ourselves. Be respectful to the girls, and make it like a vacation.
No, yeah, it was pretty crazy. Obviously, we're father and son, so we do communicate prior to the show, and everyone's mind blown when we say we really didn't know we were going to be on the same show. Like they really did trick us, and yeah, I knew he was going to be going on some TV show, but I had no idea, the whole
Yeah.
point of the show, which is pretty crazy. But we made fun of it. It was a great time. And yeah.
How did you guys hear? I guess each of you might have a different answer here, but how did you hear about your proposed show? How did you guys go about getting casted?
They,
It was through Instagram, right?
yeah. They found us on
Instagram.
Instagram and they said, we'd love for you guys to be on this dating show. We have one for Joey at I don't know what they say, Aruba or something, some island
Yeah, I was
in
gonna go to Mexico.
Mexico, and
Yeah.
then for one for you in a different place. So Joe left the day before us. So we had no idea, like we really they fooled us pretty good.
Had either of you guys heard of MILF Manor?
No, no, never watched it in my life. I have no idea.
No. Either of you guys were either of you guys reality TV fans prior to MILF Manor?
I mean, I watch a little bit of the Jersey Housewives. I'm friendly with some of them, like, stuff like that. But no, not really. I don't do that much.
No, not really for me.
Yeah.
I know some TV shows, the casuals, Love Island, and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
So what were your motivations then, right? If you're not big reality people, was it just the idea of like you said, like getting a vacation out of it? Or did either of you think like you had an actual chance at maybe finding love?
I was single. He was single at the time. And we were like, hey, you never know what can happen. I mean, you never know. Life is crazy. So, you just might meet someone beautiful and good hearted. And yeah, you never know. So we went in there with our eyes wide open.
Yeah, because I guess also when you go on the show, you don't know, like after the fact, you could also meet someone that maybe lives in the area. They saw you on the TV show, like, hey, I'm gonna reach out to you. So it just not being on the show, it can also just open up doors
Oh,
somewhere else.
it's crazy when you're back now. Like it's me and Joey were jet skiing, and people are like those are the guys on Milk Manor. We're going to a restaurant. It's amazing how many people watch this show. I'm like this.
So would you say we want to get into the relationships and everything and some of the developments on the show, but we always love hearing about just like how people's lives have been affected by the show. Would you say that the feedback you guys have received so far has been more positive than negative? Kind of how's the balance been?
oh
Look,
yeah, I mean, I don't
yeah,
know. I don't know. My dad, I feel like he's the same way as me when it comes to this. Like we've been getting a lot of good feedback. And I feel like that's just because honestly, like we were real. We didn't hold back at all. We didn't, sugarcoat anything to anybody. So I mean, I think that was the best route to take there was just, completely be yourself.
I think we were real. Like we were who we were. We were acting ourselves. We weren't. We were just being who we are. And I really don't care what people like. I'm a Joey and me. We're positive. We look at life and we enjoy it. And you can't change people's. Let people think what they want. We enjoy life. You know what I mean? We enjoy it, and we know we carried ourselves like gentlemen. People could portray any way they want, but I think we're gentlemen. Yeah.
Want to trying to transition. We're recording this a few days post episode 9 releasing. Obviously, the biggest event was Lynette exiting. Brian and I have watched a lot of reality TV exits. They're usually fiery. They usually have a lot more of trying to get people to get them to stop. Lynette packed her things quickly, was out. Anthony, you missed it. You completely missed it. So I know we're going to see the reaction next week and stuff, but kind of thinking back now, do you regret anything with how the Lynette situation ended? Or do you think that, like, kind of what you were saying in your confessionals, you were there dating and you were being honest, and if that's kind of how she took it, that's how she took it?
Look, I think Lynette's a beautiful person, inside out. She's a great person. But, and I'm not saying anything wrong, but I was with her 5 days. I mean, for her to fall in love like that, you know what I mean? And, you know, I couldn't grasp how, I mean, yeah, maybe I'm a little sharp guy, but 5 days to act like that, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't think I'm that, you know, so.
I might be
and with
charming, but I mean,
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that was like, holy you know, like, I only 5 days, literally. And we went on 2 dates. So I don't know. I felt bad because I didn't realize she had those type of emotions, you know. And as far as we're on a dating show, we're there to meet people, you know, like, you know, and I told her I want to go out with this, pursue this other one too. You know, I want to see where it's at. That's what we're here for. I said, you should do the same. She goes, no, I only want you. Well, that's your choice. But I don't think I did anything wrong, you know, like people like I'm too fake. I don't know.
I don't think so either, man. Music to Brian and I's ears. I know you guys were familiar with us before, but we review a ton of shows, and one of our biggest criticisms of especially dating shows are people who have reactions very early on during the shows when it's literally a few days, maybe not weeks into a process. Now, I'm not trying to discount anyone's feelings, right? But I do think you were transparent. I don't think you played a. I think maybe, and the edit did a great job with this. I think it's showing you massaging her, right?
Yeah.
You know, they go, as long as he's not gonna like cook for her, then we're good. It cuts to you like, I'm gonna cook some
I'm gonna cook your lasagna. Yeah,
like
they did cut
the
out
edit kind of got you a little bit.
They cut out one part that was I thought it was beautiful, but I guess it wasn't risque enough. But before we went to the Realty room, I said to her, I said, listen. We were talking about how she never snuggled, nobody ever showed her affection, and I said, "That's my love language. That's what I am. That's who I am." I said, "If you promise," and I'm looking at her in the eye, I said, "You promise to be good. You got to promise me. I promise. I promise." I said, "I'll take you into the MILF room tonight, but you promise you're gonna be good." She goes, "I promise I'm gonna be good." But of course, that part is cut out, you know. But she was a nice girl, you know what I mean? She was a nice girl.
Uh, Joey, we're not ignoring you because it seems that you're starting to find yourself in a decent situation when we found there. You kind of had a pretty good journey. I think you've embraced going and meeting multiple women. You, Christina, Kelly, now landing into Shauna. So we're big Shauna people, right? So we kind of want to hear from you. What was your initial attraction to Shauna? What kind of maybe differentiated her from maybe some of the other women you had spoken to in the house?
Well, yeah, I said it on the show. Like Shauna's a woman, you know, like, and honestly, yeah, you can say like the other, I call them girls, honestly. And I feel like Shauna, out of all of them, just, you know, caught my eye the most and fastest because her presence, all her aura, you know, everything about her is just very, you know, straightforward and confident. And that's what I like. So, I feel like anyone in my shoes in that spot would have taken the opportunity to get to know Shauna. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Brian, go ahead.
Can agree with that.
She was a class act, man.
Yeah.
Definitely class act.
No butt biting though.
You know, that's why there's a difference, right? Like, have I used the butt bite in my past? 110%. But there's certain women you just, you know, you can't take the same approach. Everyone's different.
Wifey material, maybe you're not going for the butt bite right away, right? You know,
Yeah, maybe not right away.
You might be disqualifying a lot of things with the butt bite.
No unaired butt bites though, so far.
No, everything was there.
That's good.
Everything's aired so far.
Yeah, TLC probably eats that up.
Right, go ahead.
I wanted to say, what about the what was weirder, the tantric yoga or the body painting? I feel like it's gonna lean one way.
Tantric yoga.
Okay.
You know why?
you know-
I'll tell you why it was tantric yoga. Because we had our own space for the body painting.
Yeah.
Tantric yoga, they combined the space. I wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah, that was a little too close. That was a little too close to tantric yoga. But we do yoga at home, me and Joey. Like
Not
we
tantric
actually-
yoga.
No,
not tantric.
He
But we go-
qualified that so quick.
We go to hot yoga.
That'd be a sight.
I
We
do
do
love hot yoga.
classes.
I do hot
Yeah.
yoga. Love
We
it.
like that's part of our workout. So we were like, and they kept it pretty clean. I mean, it was still the name was a little messed up, but they kept it pretty clean, right? It wasn't that bad. I thought the body painting was worse. They cut a lot of that out. It got a little crazy.
No, we got lucky on the body painting.
Yeah, they cut a lot of that scenes out. It got a little crazy.
Too much slippage.
Paint on the walls. paint.
That was bad.
Who do you
Maybe
think
they'll
is
put it in some
tougher
clips
for
later
to
on.
do who do you think this is tougher on? Do you think it's even you can answer for yourselves, but maybe even for the group of guys? You think it was tougher for the fathers or tougher for the sons to do this?
We had fun. It wasn't tough at all. I mean, I'm talking for myself.
Yeah, for us,
We had
from
fun.
a third party perspective, definitely the Suns. But like, I didn't have a hard time, honestly, at all.
Yeah, because you guys look like you have a really good relationship, so it's not like super
Yeah.
awkward. You can tell in the
We like-
confessionals who had a good relationship when you guys were paired up.
Yeah,
were
we had
just
fun.
together at the restaurant.
Awesome.
Who do you think had the hardest time?
Miles.
I think Miles, yeah, because him and his father had that connection. A beautiful, beautiful boy. Like good heart, like really wanted to reconnect with his father. That was a beautiful story.
Or Crystal.
Crystal, yeah, losing her son. Yep, that was a tough one. Lynette, heartbroken. Who else had it? Who else got?
Ashley.
Ashley. Yeah, he was divorced. He was
Oh,
still
yeah.
heartbroken. 9 months
Yeah,
later.
I felt
it
for
was
him,
like-
man. You could
Yeah.
that was and
That
again, man,
confessional was brutal.
I know you guys didn't watch the first season. I don't know if you've gone back since and watched, but I don't know, and this is a credit to TLC, like there were real stories told this season. Like I actually cared about you guys. You can look at our channel. We don't reach out to every show. Like some of the people we just of everything we review, we're just like, we don't even want to talk to these people. But like you guys, everyone came off as real, and everyone's gonna hear MILF Manor and think it's just gonna be ridiculous. And of course, there is some ridiculous shit you guys have going on. But like you guys said, there was real stuff. The Miles stuff, was crazy. When we heard that story, that was really tough. So let me ask. I mean, what about Stacy? How do you think
That was hilarious. Stacy, like, right, Joe? Like, he would hide from, what's her name? Crystal. So, like, she was like, where's he at? Where's Stacy? And Stacy go in my room and close the door and hide behind the door. Go, I'm in here. It was like funny, but they liked each other. It was like cat and mouse, but he was always hiding from her. Like, he was always trying to, it was funny.
I wish they showed more things like that.
Do you think
Oh,
him and
yeah.
Miles were able to strike a pretty good balance?
What did he say? I didn't hear him.
Oh, like as far as like Stacy and Miles too, like do you think that by the end they were able to strike a pretty good balance as far as
Yeah,
I think they
style and
reconnected.
having fun?
I think
Yeah.
I think they hang out still sometimes now,
That's good.
which is like awesome. And like, if I'm Miles, I'm happy that I took that away from the experience.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, I think we said that one episode. If one thing happens on the show, that connection would be a win for us.
Even for the full season.
Yeah, for the full season.
Guys, we want to ask about the restaurant. We want to hear all about it. So how
That's
long
who we
have you
are
been
right
in
now.
the game?
Right.
Where is it? I know we were talking with Brian a little bit. You guys were just in a competition. I want to hear all about that.
Yeah.
Kind of
So we were in NewJersey.com. They've got 25 of the best pizzerias in New Jersey. They brought them out to Monmouth Park racetrack, right? They brought these like $40,000 ovens from Mari Forno, and they put about 25 ovens all around, and 4,000 or 5,000 people came, and They had to vote for the best pizzeria, and Nino's Coal Fire Pizza and Brick and Nino's Bistro Express in Neptune, our other store, won first place, best pizza in New Jersey. You know, we make all homemade pasta. Yeah, we're so proud, you know, like it's like a real authentic, you know, Italian
Throw your ones
restaurant,
up, man. You
you know?
got to acknowledge them.
Number one. So it's nice. We're having a lot of fun with it. And yeah, you guys, I want you guys to try. You're in Jersey. You better come and
I'm
try
coming,
it.
man.
We're going
I'm coming.
Good. Good. Yeah.
What's your favorite dish? What's your personal favorite dish there?
We make a lasagna with a bechamel sauce, right? Homemade pasta sheets, then a bechamel, then a bolognese sauce, then fresh mozzarella, then a little
love it.
San Marzano sauce. It's ridiculous. Put it in the coal oven, everything melts. And when you take a bite, you don't need a knife with the fork. My God, what's your favorite, Joe?
Probably, I'm a fig and goat cheese pizza guy.
Ooh.
I love
Like I
cheese.
said, my parents are in AC. I'm down the shore most
My
weekends,
guess.
so I'll just drive up the Parkway. No big deal.
We'll get Jackie to come too.
There we go.
I just froze, but whatever you guys say, yes.
We
Good.
it's like, what we want to do that because
said she would love to.
it's funny. A lot of the reality shows we review, people have either like run restaurants or part of their lives have involved that they still in them. So I'm going to start going to people's places. So you guys would be a perfect.
Just
first
you let
start.
me know when you're coming. You make sure I give you my cell. You call. You have my cell. You call me. I'm going to do something really nice for you guys.
Oh wow! Now we have to go.
And MILF Manor margarita, you know. Right. I think I really got everything. I really enjoyed the conversation, guys. I really said of anyone, you guys, I feel like really embraced the whole thing. You guys were really yourselves. I kind of you know, it's nice to see another Italian Jersey guy on too, right? It's just nice, you know.
Yeah, good things coming for Joey. Yep.
Right.
All right, guys. It's really nice talking to you, Bill and Brian. Looking forward to see what this looks like on your show.
Guys, would love to totally have you back too when the season's over and we can talk about the results and everything that happened. I know we're kind of dancing around some of the details here, so fully transparent. We'll definitely love to have you back when the season's over to talk about how it all shook out.
Be our pleasure. Yeah, be our pleasure.
Cool.
Great.
Appreciate it.
All right, nice talking to you guys.
Guys, until next time, for myself, Brian, everyone here, make sure you're checking out MILF Manor 2 TLC. It's new episodes every Sunday night, 10 p.m. It's also on HBO Max.
Thank you, guys. Andiamo. Ciao.